my peaceful life shattered. Why is there some stranger here? My sister-in-law, Lisa, sneered as she stepped into my house. Her husband, Mark, right behind her, her eyes burned with disgust. Are you trying to mooch off us? Take your hands off our money and get out, now. Her voice was poison. I froze. Did they really just say that? You don't actually think you're staying, do you? Mark added, his tone icy. You and Clara aren't even family, only blood should live together, so pack up and go. That's all they cared about, kicking me out. They called me a freeloader, an outsider. I couldn't take it anymore. Without a word, I grabbed my things, avoided their stares, and walked out. How it all started. My name's Mia, I'm 35, a working wife, and right now, my life with my husband, Ethan, and my mother-in-law, Clara, is peaceful. Honestly, I never planned on marriage, but when Ethan and I got together, I made sure I could keep working after we married. Ethan's the sweetest, always putting me first. His dad passed away when he was in middle school, and Clara raised him and his sister alone. We don't have kids yet, but I know raising them must be tough. That's why I worried about Clara living by herself. So after the wedding, I suggested, Clara, how about moving in with us? I'll be at work most days, so you'll still have your space, and meals are always better with family, right? She smiled. Really? Living alone has been lonely lately. Just like that, we became roommates. Ethan had been worried about his mom but never said anything. Our old places weren't big enough, so we bought a new house together. We gave Clara the first floor, her legs aren't strong, and Ethan and I took the second floor. Living with her was easier than I thought. She even taught me to cook and helped clean, which I'm terrible at. I was so grateful. Clara, thank you for cooking, but don't overwork yourself. I told her, we're in this for the long run. If you burn out now, it'll be hard later. She shook her head. Nonsense. I'm living here, let me do this much. Otherwise, I'll feel like a burden. Our home was always full of warmth. At first, Ethan was nervous we'd argue, but seeing us get along, he relaxed and focused on work. One night, he hugged me. Mia, thank you for being so good to my mom. I'll work harder to make you happy. I smiled. I'm already happy, I have you and Clara. If I ask for more, I might jinx it. I wished these peaceful days would never end. But they didn't last. 6 months after we moved in together, everything changed. Something's wrong with Clara. I noticed Clara acting strange, quieter than usual, her smiles forced. Clara, is something bothering you? I asked gently. You can tell me anything. At first, she hesitated, then, with a tired sigh, she confessed. Well, Lisa and Mark have been coming over almost every day, she admitted. They said they're short on cash, so they've been taking money from my purse. They even eat whatever's in the fridge like they own the place. What? My stomach dropped. So my sister-in-law and her husband were invading our home while Ethan and I were at work. I'd only met them twice, once before the wedding, and again at the ceremony. Lisa had looked me up and down like I was dirt. So this is Ethan's type? She'd sneered. So, plain. If I were a man, I wouldn't even glance at her. Just like that, no filter. Ethan had warned me his sister was a handful, but I didn't expect this. Over 40, no steady job, living like rules didn't apply to her. No wonder Clara was stressed. She's always been like this, Clara murmured, guilt heavy in her voice. Even when I scolded her, she never listened. If you think it's my fault, you're right. I failed as a mother. No, I said firmly. Adults make their own choices. You're not to blame for their selfishness. Ethan walked in, catching the tail end of our talk. Wait, my sister's still causing trouble? He dragged a hand down his face. I thought marriage would calm her down, but it made her worse. From what I gathered, Mark wasn't any better, skipping steady work, floating through life. Ethan had tried reasoning with them before, but they never changed. Payday's in 3 days, Clara said, her voice tight. They'll show up then, like always. When my husband died, they didn't care, just pushed me out. Their cruel words echoed in my head, freeloader, outsider. I was done, arguing with people like that, pointless. As I packed my things upstairs, Lisa leaned in the doorway, smirking. Oh, what's wrong? Poor little Mia can't stay? Look, being a widow's hard, but you'll manage. You're young. I ignored her, didn't meet her eyes, just walked out. No idea what happened to them after that, and I didn't care. My first stop? The realtor's office. Time to sell the house Lisa thought she could steal. No mortgage, no ties, just fast paperwork. and they'd be out of our lives for good. I'd seen this coming, had backup plans ready, escape routes for Clara, even a new home lined up. Lisa and Mark probably thought they'd drain Clara's savings, but I wouldn't let them. Blood or not, family doesn't act like that. Taking a stand, Clara showed up at my apartment with grocery bags in hand, her voice firm. I'd decided, I'm going to take care of my mother-in-law for the rest of her life. I nodded. Clara, let's stay at this hotel until our new place is ready. It'll be tight, just one room for both of us, but hang in there, okay? She bit her lip. The space doesn't worry me, but what if they find us? What if Lisa and Mark come after us again? I squeezed her hand. Don't worry, I won't let them bully us anymore. The reckoning. For a month, it was quiet. Then, like clockwork, the storm hit. Lisa's call came in screeching. What the hell? We got evicted. This was Ethan's house. No, wait. It's Mom's. You can't just kick us out. I almost smiled. Right on time. Actually, the house was in my name. I said calmly. I bought it. And since I refused to live with you, I sold it. The new owners are waiting for you to leave. So, pack up. But we've got nowhere to go. Lisa's voice cracked. We're broke. We've got debts. You can't do this. I scoffed. Really? Because you threw me out that day without a second thought. Remember? Stop mooching off people. You said. I left quietly. Maybe try a hotel? We don't have money, she wailed. Where are you? You're with Mom, aren't you? Put her on, we'll die out here. Debt collectors must have been at their throats. Not our problem, I said coldly, and stop harassing Clara. You've already drained her savings. Stay away. Silence. Then, a whisper. How can you be so cruel? The mighty Lisa, reduced to begging. Clara sighed and took the phone. Lisa, listen, you blew Dad's life insurance on your debts. You promised to change, but you gambled it all again. I'm done, don't call me anymore. Mom, please. Clara hung up. Block her number. Mia, she said, rubbing her temples. She'll never change. For the first time in years, Clara looked free. The aftermath. Lisa went nuclear. She called Clara's friends, messaged Ethan's old number, even showed up at relatives' homes sobbing about how heartless we were. But everyone knew about her gambling. No one helped. Last we heard, she and Mark were crashing in parks, picking up odd jobs. The same people who'd sneered at us were now scrambling to survive. Clara and I, we won't lift a finger. Let them drown. A new normal. A month passed. I finally grieved Ethan properly, then returned to work. I'd lost weight, enough that coworkers worried, but coming home to Clara's smile made the days bearable. Our life's unconventional, but it's ours, and I'll fight to keep it this way. Sometimes, standing up for yourself is the hardest thing to do, but it's also the most powerful. To anyone out there dealing with a difficult family situation, remember this: you deserve to be treated with respect. Never let anyone make you feel less than you are. If you liked this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. I'd love to hear your thoughts or any similar experiences. Share them below. Until next time, take care and stay strong.